Good evening, everybody, and welcome back. It is Sammy here at Sammy J Stitches, and it is a new vlog week. It is currently Sunday, April 5th, and this is a YouTube channel about cross stitch. And I do a little daily vlog every day, put it together, and make a week-long video once a week, roughly around this time, because I'm in the process of uploading the other one, and then you will get this one next week. Anyway. Cross stitch. It's Sunday. Sunday is Hay Day, and I am very excited. We're going to work on Mini Alice in a Dolly Dream for 30 minutes because she's my daily 30. Because she's already got her page finished for the foreseeable future. I have 4 Hades currently. Each one will get its turn at being the focus to get a page done. Hopefully I get all 4 done in the year, especially since I want to add a couple into that rotation. So, and then this one will be my focus piece all night long till every Sunday night until I get a page finished. So, as you can see, we're just getting started. This is Once Upon a Fairy Tale by Amy Stewart, charted by Hade, Heaven and Earth Designs, on 28 count, easy count, because I absolutely love it. And so yeah, that's all we're focusing on. Right, this is just sitting on there. All my magnets have seemed to just poof. So, yeah, these are the 2 I'm going to work on tonight, and I'm hoping we have another productive week like last week. So that is it for me to share with you right now, and I will check in with y'all later. Good morning, everybody. I feel like we're really well up there. Okay. I know I'm really late checking in. It is, I really should have had this camera fixed before I got on the video. Anyway. Sorry about that. Okay, so it is Tuesday, April 7th. Really? Already? Oh my goodness. Okay, so after I spoke to y'all Sunday night, I got some really bad news. So I just kind of like had to do my own thing last night. So I didn't get a check-in. But I do have here with me Once Upon a Fairy Tale, and I did get 500 stitches in it last night, so I got a nice, I mean, it's getting there. We're gonna be seeing that page before too long. 500 stitches every Sunday. I'm down for that. Let's keep doing that. So that was last night. Tonight, you know, we're working on homework. Well, for School Magical Stitches, we picked 5 of our favorite or top or whatever whips last week. And so they picked number 2 and number 1 for, B's 21st birthday. My number 2 was Fireworks on the 4th. So I've been working on that one tonight. I also did my daily 30 on Alice, but you can't even tell what the difference is. So I'm not going to pull that one out right now. You'll see it tomorrow. And so I just finished actually 600 stitches on Fireworks on the 4th because I needed 600 for something else. And then my number 1 is Guardians, so I'll be pulling out Guardians shortly. So here is this. Isn't it looking so awesome? I didn't feel like going to get my floss box and ran out of the red. So there's still this blank spot, but I finished the white cryonic in here in those stripes. The roof, the little roof to the chimney, filled in this side, and started working up here in the fireworks. So yeah, it's really coming along, and the next time I pull it out, I'll fill in that, and then we'll just be working on the top page and getting that much closer. Can y'all tell how much that sparkles? Let me. Not really, but you can see it a little bit. I love it. It's super sparkly. Okay, so I'm going to put that up. I'm going to go to the bathroom, and then I'm going to pull out, it may not be Guardians. Guardians may wait till later this week because I put it up for Choose My Whip, and I think it's winning. So we'll move on to whatever's next on homework, and I will check in with y'all at some point with it. Good evening, everybody. Welcome back. It is Tuesday, April 7th. When I left this morning, I was working on House Targaryen because I couldn't work on Guardians yet. I'm so sorry. Have not been sleeping well. So I started working on House Targaryen for something I needed for Daily 30 last week, and I got that done. Oh, okay. So when I finish out this row and do this little like loop-de-loop thing right here, I will be done with this page and hit a goal for what go on it. So you think I just keep going, but I have other stuff I really need to get done on homework. So then I finished that up today. I didn't finish it up this morning. And I worked on Alice into, my Daily 30. So we're almost done with this block. We are getting there. And then now I can work on Guardians in 30 minutes. It'll be midnight and officially the new day for that. What else do I need to do? Let's see. So for weekly homework, I need Autumn Wreath, which I can work on tomorrow because it's a scavenger hunt piece. I need to pull out Kitty with Duck because it was my most recent finish. That was one of the Enchanted Stitches prompts for this week. My most stitches is Forever and Ever, so that can be worked on tomorrow. And then Legendary Creatures, which I can work on Thursday or Friday. So I need to pull out Kitty with Duck and Guardians tonight and get, but Guardians needs 500 stitches, so anyways, I get to working on both of them here shortly. Probably pretty promptly actually, so that I can get them both done tonight. If I have all the colors I need, because I didn't bring my floss box to work. Alright, well I'm gonna go pull out Kitty with Duck, get Guardians on the Q-Snap, and I will check in with y'all later tonight. Alrighty everybody, good morning. It is Wednesday, April 8th. I spoke to you earlier and said I was gonna work on all this stuff, and that's exactly what I did. I know, how many times did I say that? Okay, so I showed you House Targaryen. I think I showed you where I got to. We'll just pop it up real quick in case. And I've got it off the Q-Snap so you can see the whole thing. Yeah, because I was telling you all I need to do is finish out this line to be done with that page and the whole side. Then I'll only have the other side to do. But that will hit my goal, and this can be swapped out or whatever. Or just not be a focus piece anymore. In that I mean that when I have to go through all my whips in my bag before I can start over, this would not qualify. Would have to finish it or work on it in order to switch it over. Anyway, so I still had about 30 minutes till midnight when I showed you that, and not my midnight Eastern time, which is when Semi-Sane switches over. So I couldn't work on Guardians yet. So I went ahead and pulled out my most recent start because that was a homework assignment for Enchanted Stitching, and I put 250 stitches into it. So this is Kitty with Duck. So I worked on the umbrella some, and I think I told you I didn't have my floss box with me, so I was only going with flosses that were in the bag, which were just the specialty flosses, because I pulled what specialty flosses I had, and then DMC'd the rest. So anyway, and so these are all my week's dye works. So I'm really happy with where that got to, and then it was time to go to Guardians, and I put 550 into Guardians, and I completely finished out this one and the border. I had just a little bit up here of the border, and so that's border's completely done. Elephant is completely done, all the back stitching, everything. I just have this one last guy here. So pretty happy with that. Getting so close to a finish on this. It's hard to keep putting it up now at this point. So yeah, Next, okay, tonight is scavenger hunt night. So we will be working on fall wreath, autumn wreath, and Forever and Ever, and a little bit of Alice in a Dolly Dream, but I think I'm close to a scavenger hunt on that one. I'm over 200 stitches, so. And that way, do you want to see what it looks like all together? All together now! I know I need to go back and clip some threads, but anyway, so we'll work on those tonight. I have a lot that I need to get done on autumn wreath, so I won't put as much on Alice so that I can get more done on autumn wreath. So, because it'll also fit a couple homework prompts. Alrighty, so that's it for me this morning. I'm going to get cleaned up and start putting on the gloves and mask because I should see people here soon. And then I will be back to chat with y'all later tonight. Good evening, everybody. Welcome back. It is Friday, Good Friday, April 10th. I haven't talked to you in a couple days, and I will get into that in just a minute. I want to try and do this as quickly as possible because I do have a storm rolling in. It currently like wiped out my brother-in-law's vehicle. Like, it was a really bad hailstorm and did a lot of damage. So anyway, and that's part of why my phone keeps going off like crazy. Okay, so what am I doing today? Today is Friday. It's a focus on a piece, and I chose Shores of Hawk Run. This is going to work for Daily 30s monthly challenge about the puddles because it's got water in it, and also another something that I'm working on. So here is where I am working in that first block. So I really like this fabric. What is this? Freya by Under the Sea Fabrics. So so I'm going to work on that tonight. I need to try and get as close to 1,000 stitches as possible. I did manage 1,000 stitches last night, so I think I can do it. I think I'm going to skip Daily 30 today. I've done it every other day this week, so let's see where Alice has gotten to. I wonder if I wrote the numbers down for last night. I have to look. So I'm getting really close to another scavenger hunt finish on this, and then doing the dailies. So got a good little bit there. Almost done with this block. I should have finished the scavenger. I need to check. I don't think I wrote my numbers down yesterday. Okay. Also, so I hadn't talked to you since Wednesday. I did work on Forever and Ever. And then I moved the Q-snap, so we officially have an entire bird, and we got some more going on here, and I just need to continue this around. There's a couple flowers and leaves and stuff like that, like not the whole flower, just the bud, and leaves, and then this, and then we're done. We're getting so close. I'm so excited. It's hard to wait until Wednesday. I also worked on Autumn Wreath. I got 400 stitches put in on that. And as you know, I closed it up, and I've just been kind of like trying to get to the outside. When I get to the outside, if I use the same hoop, I'm going to have to do a bit here and then a bit here, or vice versa. Because it's not all going to fit in the hoop, I don't think. Maybe. We'll see. So we're getting much closer on that. I feel like Scavenger Hunt has been one of the best motivators when it comes to, because you're only allowed to work on those 3 projects, and so I work on them every week. I get a lot done on them. I feel really good about it. So that was Wednesday. Last night I worked. Sorry about that interruption. It was my husband to tell me about how bad the storm was. Luckily it's going south of me, so I might get a little rain, but I shouldn't get the hail and all that. Anyway, last night I worked on Legendary Creatures for the entire night. And I got, excuse me, come on, cooperate. I got Jackalope completed. He was like less than half done. Got all of him, all of whatever that is. I know what it is, but I can't say it. Anyways, and I'm starting on this one. Whatever it is. I don't even know. So my goal for this year is 5 of these letters, because this one is one that kind of drains me. Like, I don't particularly enjoy working on it. I love it, but I don't enjoy working on it. So my goal was 5 letters, and I've gotten 2. So I think that's pretty good progress for one night. I need to make sure I didn't do Kraken this year, or didn't finish Kraken this year, because that could count as a 3rd. We'll see. So that's what I worked on last night. Okay. So now that we're caught up on the stitching, I'm going to give you a little life. The reason I have not been able to record in the last couple days is because I have been an emotional wreck. I think I told you earlier this week that I got a bad phone call on Sunday night. So Sunday night, I got a call that my grandmother had slipped and fallen in the shower and was taken to the hospital, and they discovered that she had a really bad brain bleed. They weren't optimistic about her chances of recovering. So they tried stopping the brain bleed with medicine, which they were able to do. Then they had to decide whether or not to do surgery. The thing about the surgery is she was already, like, she could wake up on her own, but barely. She was intubated. She was, getting help from machines. And she was able to wake up, but she still couldn't speak. She had left-sided weakness, or right-sided weakness. I can't quite remember. Anyway, and they said that even if they did the surgery, that probably would never improve, that it was probably permanently damaged. And my family had to decide whether or not to do the surgery and hope for the best, or to pull the plug and see what happened. And so my grandmother was fiercely independent. So the idea of her not being able to walk herself, I mean, this woman went out every day. I mean, I don't know during COVID, but before that, she was going all the time, always having fun, going to baseball games, going out for drinks with her friends. She was a big time crafter. So her biggest fear was not being able to do those things, having to be taken care of, or eventually becoming old enough to experience dementia. So our decision was to, well, not mine. I just got phone calls, but my dad's decision was to pull the plug and allow her to not suffer. And when they first took her off, she did not pass immediately. It was, I want to say, about 12 hours later that we got the call that she had passed away. And I've been struggling a little with it. So that is why I couldn't talk the last 2 days, and I'm pretty proud of myself for making it that far tonight. So moving on from that, because of COVID, I have no idea what's going to go on with the funeral or any of that stuff. The lightning is now directly over me. So I'm going to let you go, check in later tonight, and hopefully get a lot of progress, because stitching is the best distraction. So I will talk to y'all later. Good morning, my lovelies. Okay, I actually did it. The beginning of my night wasn't going so good. Like, it was 1 a.m. and I had only hit 200 stitches, and I was like, what the heck is going on? For some reason, like, I just couldn't get comfortable. So I had my my project on my Q-snap and my Q-snap on my Lowry, and I was on this side I was working too close to my Q-snap, so I felt like I was going really slow, because I was having to maneuver around the edge of the Q-snap. So I started working over here, but then I kept like getting hung up on my Lowry stand, or like I put the thread through, and when I came back, it'd catch on the little metal twirly thing that you use to tighten it. and I was just running into every issue. My tension wasn't tight enough. I just couldn't get comfortable. You know, you have to be comfortable in order to get that rhythm that allows you to put in lots of stitches fairly quickly. And I'm not saying I'm a fast stitcher, just that, you know, in order to keep a good timing rhythm sort of thing. So finally I just took it off the stand. I readjusted my Q-snap. I did a few other things, and finally I got into that rhythm, and I hit 1,000 stitches right at 5 o'clock this morning. So I still had a little time to go, but I did stop. That got me 2 puddles for Cheryl's group. I need to take this off because it doesn't want to come off now. It's making my stitches look warped when they're not, just because of where I had the tension. So here's where we got to. That's 1,010 stitches. That got me 2 puddles done. That got me an ingredient I needed for Myth. Just a lot of things I was banking on this. So I'm very excited, and I'm gonna take it off now. And I think we're gonna work on Miss Ladybug tonight. Remember, Saturday nights I work on either Miss Ladybug or Dash Away, and I worked on Dash Away last week. In fact, the last couple weeks, I think. So we're gonna work on Miss Ladybug tonight and see what all we can knock out on her. So I've got 2 blocks like this, and then 1 block that's the same width as the 2 that's going to go underneath it, and that's all I'm doing. I'm not doing the entire piece, just those 4 blocks. So that'll be really neat to see come to life, and it stitches up kind of fast when I can actually, you know, get comfortable, get focused, have time. It's hard for me to make it a priority though, because, you know, it's a newer piece and I have all these pieces from previous years that I feel like I need to knock out first. But I feel like I'm making really good progress on all my stuff right now. I'm feeling it. I'm into it. My bug is on fire and so happy. So that is it for me this morning. I will check in with y'all later this evening. Good evening, y'all, and welcome back. It is really bright right there. Monday, April 13th, it'll be the last day of this vlog. I'm gonna have to kind of adjust that for being home on the weekends, because we all know I don't record that much there. Okay, so Saturday night was a complete bust. Had some issues over on Virtual Stitchers. We are not closing down the group again, but we have made some security measures that I had to put in place Saturday night, and doing all that, and on top of having to do it when I really don't want to, made for a night with no stitchy bug at all. So Saturday nights I normally focus on either Dash Away or Miss Ladybug. It was going to be Miss Ladybug. I even had her pulled out, but then no stitching happened. Then last night was my Hayden night, and I didn't have as much stitchy time as I normally do because of stuff and things, but I did get 200 stitches on Once Upon a Fairy Tale, plus my daily on Alice. So just where's my camera there? So I got this block and this block. Sorry about the gloves. It's still kind of a busy time at work, and so I don't like taking them off, put them on. It's just for show. I'm not touching anything. I'm not touching anyone. Stand 6 feet away. So anyway, 200 on that. It also went with something for homework this week. I also have to put these on so that my eyes are shielded for the 2 seconds I get close enough to take a temperature from like that far away. Anyway, you know, woo, it's a thing. It's work. It's what we gotta do. Okay, and then tonight. So that kind of gives you a brief recap. That's the end of the video. See y'all next week. Preview to the next week's video, which I will click and do. Tonight is homework night, and I have absolutely no clue what I'm going to do. No, I have it written down. I just need to look and see which ones I'm going to focus on tonight. They're all 200, so it'll probably be like 3 or 4. Seriously. I did do the daily on Mini Alice in a Dolly Dream. Finished up this square. Lighting is making it very difficult. Okay. And so I will go to this square to start and do 30 minutes tonight. I am starting on a new scavenger hunt. I finished off the other one finally. I had my kids, I don't have them here because I left my spare phone at home, but I had my nieces do a couple of my scavenger hunt photos, so it's very exciting. I thought it was too cute. Okay, so that is it for me this week. I know it was a little scattered and a little, it was a rough week, y'all. It just was. But I feel like I'm still keeping enough with the videos to feel good about them. So anyways, thank you all for coming back each week. Welcome if you were new this week, and this probably was not the best week to join me. But anyway, I wanted to say thank you for you all. You really do make my day and make, you know, all of what we're dealing with a little bit easier, because I know I have y'all to come to, and I have stitching to go to, and it's an amazing community, and I'm so thankful to be part of it. Thank you for liking, subscribing, commenting, you know, all those things you do to show that you watched the video. And even if you don't, I appreciate you too. So I hope y'all have a great week, and I will see y'all next time.